for making a motorcycle that has a lot of vibrations. Really, you can't do that. Alrighty people, how you doing? What a bright day it is today. And today I would like to make a really short video on the vibrations and the buzziness of Himalayan 450. So I was watching a video on YouTube, and the rider who made that video is a really popular rider, and he has a massive following on YouTube when it comes to the riding community. I'm not gonna state his name, but I'm gonna state the issue that I have with that one particular video that he made. So he was comparing the new Honda NX 500 with the new Himalayan 450 by Royal Enfield. And the major concern he raised in that video was regarding the vibrations on Himalayan 450. And the issue that I have is you can't be comparing a motorcycle with twin cylinders to a motorcycle that is single cylinder and then judging both of them on the basis of their smoothness. Of course, the motorcycle that has twin cylinders is gonna be smoother and it's gonna have less vibrations as compared to the single cylinder motorcycle. And you are paying around 8 lakh rupees for Honda NX 500, whereas on the other hand you can get the Himalayan 450 under 4 lakh. So I don't see the comparison there, if you know what I mean. And he was saying that he had ridden the Himalayan 450 on highways for a longer stretch of time, for about 500 kilometers, he said, I think, if I'm not wrong, that he rode the Himalayan 450 for 500 kilometers straight. And he said that there is a lot of vibration and buzziness at around 105 kilometer per hour to 110 kilometer per hour speed. And look, if you have a lot of money to spend on a motorcycle just because of its smoothness, there is nothing wrong with it. You can go ahead and spend that money and have a smoother motorcycle. But for majority of people in India, we belongs to middle class family, and owning a motorcycle that is under 4 lakh and giving you these many perks, it's just unbelievable, amazing. So I do ride on highways, my Himalayan 450, and I do cruise at about, I follow the speed limit, but every now and then I go above 100 and I stay below 110. Not because the motorcycle is not able to do it, but because that's where I find I am more comfortable riding and saving time as well. And there are no vibrations at all. I've been spending days, trying to figure out what are those vibrations that rider was talking about. And I could not find a single one. What do you mean by vibrations? Like, vibrations are those that shakes your hands, that shakes your feet, that you would feel like your feet and your hands are numb after riding for a long period of time. And yes, there were some vibrations on Classic 350, there were some vibrations on Meteor 350 if you go above 100, and they do leave your hands and your feet numb. But coming to Himalayan 450, riding at 105 and 110, man, you can do like your entire lifetime. You can continue to ride this motorcycle on 105 and 110 and still will not have that numbness in your hands. I don't know what was the point that he was making, and I don't know why he was trying to make that point. And And the other, I think, why he was having a lot of vibrations in his motorcycle was because I was watching his YouTube channel ever since he purchased the Himalayan 450, and I did notice that before making this video on vibrations, he was going off-road straight after he purchased the motorcycle. So he did not do the running in period or nothing like that. He purchased the motorcycle and the next day he was doing off-roading where his motorcycle got stuck in the mud, and then he had to rev hard, so hard that your motorcycle would go above 4,000, 6,000 kilometers easy, sorry, RPM easily, 4,000, 6,000 RPM easily in order to get out of that mud. And my issue there is you're not following the running in procedure properly, and then you're blaming the brand for making a motorcycle that has a lot of vibrations. Really, you can't do that. Like, even when he got stuck in that mud, I did comment on that video. I was like, man, are you not following the running in period? Why are you doing this to the motorcycle? You should be following the running in period. Otherwise, you're gonna have issues with the vibrations and performance of the engine. I did not get a reply to that comment, but after a couple of days, I saw that he made that video about the vibrations on Himalayan 450. So please do not spread the misinformation just because the brand has really killed it. This is the best motorcycle that they have made under such price range, man. And people are just so eager to find the flaws in this motorcycle, and when they can't find the flaws, they just spread misinformation. So you're not following the running in procedure properly, and then when you have a lot of vibrations and buzziness in your motorcycle, you go on about blaming the brand and spreading the misinformation about the motorcycle. You should not be doing that. You have a responsibility on your shoulder as a creator, because you have a huge following and a huge fan base, and out of those people, there are people who trust you blindly, whatever you say. So please do not spread the misinformation. I do not have any vibrations on my motorcycle, and I do look after my motorcycle with all my heart. So that was the video that I wanted to make today on the vibration and buzziness, people. You do your own research, and there is one more point that I would like to add to this conversation. You know, you might now go for a test ride. You might go to the Royal Enfield showroom in your locality, and you might wonder that I want to take a test ride and see if the vibrations are still there. So you can't just rely on the test ride vehicle that the showroom gives you, because you do not know how the running in procedure was followed on that test ride vehicle. So yeah, you can get some idea about the motorcycle, but do not pick points of negativity based on just the test ride vehicle. Get some idea, have some hints, but do not trust the cons and the pros when you ride the test ride vehicle. So yeah, man, in my opinion, this is the best motorcycle, and I haven't had a single issue with this motorcycle other than the right side leaning issue. Even that I don't consider as an issue. That's just it's not a big deal, man. It's not gonna harm you or harm the motorcycle in any way. Anyways, we're at the farm. Let's get going. Over and out.